Hey everybody, how are you? It's Peter again for MLB Trade Rumors and Discussions. It is Monday, March 2nd, 2020. Keeping this going every single day for the rest of the year, just like I promised you guys. Okay, today I want to talk about something that I mentioned a while ago, and it's so important for if you're going to be a winning team, and it's leadoff hitters. But I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper into why. Okay, if let's, for example, no successful team doesn't have a really good leadoff hitter. And I'm talking about teams that usually make the playoffs or win the championship, right? Even the Astros at one point with Springer, right? Even he was a power guy, but he's still seen a lot of pitches. So what makes a good leadoff hitter? A guy who gets at least 5 pitches for the first at bat, fouls it off, gets a walk, keeps going, every at bat makes the pitcher work. The reason I'm mentioning this today is I'm watching the Diamondback game, okay? And I've mentioned this player a million times. There's a reason Tim Locastro is a huge fan favorite player, okay? The real fans of baseball don't always need a sexy home run, okay? Tim Locastro is not a home run player. Tim Locastro is a guy who will get a slap single that'll turn it into a double. Tim Locastro will get hit by pitch and make it into a double. Tim Locastro will get a bunt single and turn that into a double, possibly a triple. That is what leadoff hitters do. Look at the Diamondbacks for the last week, right? They're 2-7. It's been 9 games so far, and the offense has struggled, right? It's been clear that they're just in spring training still, and they're just not there yet, and they're still working on it. Zach Gallen said it yesterday. It's spring training, and when he keeps stats, it's just to work on things, and thank God there's spring training. There's nothing worse than like just jumping into anything and then not feeling warmed up. So Tim Locastro today got a couple of hits, and this is why I mentioned somehow that this guy can be in the lineup at least 4 times a week would be amazing. If they can find a way to get this guy, and he has to bat leadoff, because every time he's in, he does something. And he just, I don't know what it is, but he always puts his freaking thumbprint on the game. And it's a wonderful thing. Perfect example today. The Diamondback, it was a good game until, again, the Diamondback bullpen came in and just started. So guys who are pretty much not going to be there. Edwin Jackson, who clearly, if I have to look at this guy one more time, give up a bunch of runs. He doesn't have it anymore, goodbye. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll be cut. I don't know when, but it's got to be soon, You got to be able to have those guys when the offense is struggling. Because you got to win games 1-0 or 2-1 sometimes. So you're not going to hit every time. The Diamondbacks are going to hit. They are going to hit huge, right? Right now, if you're a fan, really don't watch baseball, you're like, yeah, well, look at the record or look at that. It doesn't mean anything. They're going to hit like crazy. So when they start doing, that's great. But they are going to go through this. What they're going through right now. Every team goes through it. Even the best teams go through it. The Dodgers have went through it before. But sometimes either you get line outs or, you just doesn't go your way. You just pop the ball up. It just happens all the time. So when you do that, can you still win the game? And Tim Locastro is a guy who will win you games. Which is why I just watching him get a slap single today to turn it into a double, which was great. It's just wonderful to have. Merrill Kelly pitched really well, which was great to see for the Diamondbacks. I liked watching him pitch. Don't look at the end numbers because it wasn't like that. He pitched extremely well. And that's what I was looking for from Merrill Kelly. If somebody could step up into that number 4 position, besides Bumgarner, Ray, and Gallen, we're great. We're going to be perfect. The Dodgers, I believe, are 6-4. It's just, guys, just pay attention to, the little things. This is why spring training happens, and I'm hoping Locastro does enough to just earn, and I don't mean enough to win a spot on the roster, which I believe he will. I mean enough to be in the lineup almost every time. That guy is phenomenal. Okay, he always does something, and I don't mean phenomenal like, wow, this guy's a Triple Crown guy. No, phenomenal like he's a really solid baseball player that just does something, whether it's a walk, a great catch, a steal, hit by pitch, worked even on 0 for 4, I guarantee you, this guy's seen at least 20-something pitches. It's just the way he does it. So these are important things throughout the season, because unfortunately, Christian Walker and Calhoun, these guys are going to take some time. They go through their stuff, especially when they strike out. They go through things. There's going to be times for Peralta. Escobar is going to have to get back. You know, who knows how he feels. Marte is going to have to repeat Cattell. Start all these guys who will clearly rake soon, right? Look at the Padres. The Padres are off to a phenomenal start. Phenomenal. But let's see how the season goes, right? Because you're waiting for guys to get this going. So, leadoff hitters, Trey Turner, last year at the Nationals, just rings a bell to me where speed, power, pretty much, but you know, you're looking at a guy who can get a single turns into a stolen base, turns into a bunt, into a run. Okay, if you play fantasy, you know, you love guys like that. You love guys who can get a single, 2 points for a stolen base, and another point for a run. It's just wonderful to have that. Okay, Adam Eaton was a guy who was batting second, but could easily been a leadoff hitter at that point. Mookie Betts, when he was a leadoff hitter. Not all the time that guy was hitting 30-something home runs. The guy had a great eye for the plate. He knew what to do. He made pitchers work. He was a wonderful hitter. These are guys, you have to win. Diamondback fans talking about, I haven't seen a great leadoff hitter since Tony Womack. Tony Womack was the man, and it's not coincidence that he got the hit off of Rivera and that we won the championship when he was there. The guy was a really solid leadoff player. You need those speed guys at the top. You need those guys who can just draw pitches. Sometimes I used to watch the Diamondbacks and it'd be a 5 to 7 pitch inning, and it's like, no, you can't do that. You know, the one thing about the Yankees, which is wonderful, is patience. They have patience, regardless of who it is. That's just within the staff and the team. They've always preached patience, and that makes for a great team. Okay? So anyway, guys, just to sum up what I've seen from the Diamondbacks today, 2 big things. Locastro was awesome, and Merrill Kelly was really good. Again, the other runs, you've seen the 8-1 score. Don't let that kid you that between Edwin Jackson and all the other guys who gave up runs. Nobody's going to be in there for that. Okay? For the most part, it's just looking at that. And I know, right now, probably fans are probably just like, yeah, I'm sick of hearing this or whatever. Please be patient. Please be patient with the team. Please understand that these things take time. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm pretty happy that the Diamondbacks are getting through this now. Because, you know, when teams go through these rough times in the beginning, all that means is just hot after that. I never forget, and I mentioned, I don't know if you guys heard me the other day, but I mentioned about Greg Bird. Greg Bird, a few years ago in spring training, looked like this guy was going to come up here and just rake. I remember, you're just like, he's the next big thing, and this guy couldn't be more worse. Right? He's so bad. He just wasn't the guy. So just, you guys got to just don't let that spring training fool you. Don't let that happen, you know. But Locastro is something that you take from spring training. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy like that. And if you take anything out of this game, is that Merrill Kelly looked good, and then the main thing was Locastro for me earned definitely more than just a bench spot. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about Locastro, because I love the guy. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.